everybody, welcome to another episode of Pass Controller. That's right, Pass Controller. Where listen, this is whole stream team right now. So send us all your bits, send us all your Facebook stars, send us your YouTube memberships. I don't care. Do it. I don't care. Do it right now. Subscribe, man. My name is Mark Knuckles Carter McNucks. To all you gamers out there, welcome to a round table edition, man. This is going to be, we got a whole crew here, man. It's going to be insane. But before we introduce to the panel, we got our usual born co-host, man. Besides, I'm the most excited one, man. But let's give our co-host some love, real quick, man. To the middle of me, we got the man. He's like the see right now. This is like the Brady Bunch, man. Where who's that made in the middle? Is Alice, right? There you go.
Alice. Who's Alice this time?
Civic is the Alice, man. What's up, Civic?
Oh, that's what's up. Hey, what's going on? It's Brian, Civic Minded Lessick, broadcasting live to you from the Civic Center, aka my basement, where I've been spending the last 6 months of my life, and not complaining about it at all because it's all good here. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a good one. Send us your questions on the online chat. We got a lot of good guests for us tonight, so hit us up. We're going to be answering questions, having a lot of good fun and jocularity and whatnot, and brownie recipes. Jocularity. You can add that to Abdullah Oblongata.
Stop, man. Stop.
Yeah.
Along with Civic, we got our other co-host, my man, the myth, the legend, the Smoke. What's up, Smoke?
What's up, everybody? All your gamers belong to us. Right now, tonight, we're all here to do something that hasn't been done that often on too many gaming platforms, and they want to talk and everything. We are the originators of gaming. We are Pass the Controller. So help spread the word. Let your friends, family, your next door neighbor's cat know that we are here to stay. And we got a lot of lineup of great guests tonight. Nuts.
Absolutely. So
take it off with the bro.
There you go. So now that you know us, man, listen, you already know us. If you don't know us, man, now you do, man. But listen, we got, since it's a small streamers theme week, okay, or small streamer theme month, we brought in so many good people. I mean, I'm talking about some of the most entertaining, some of the most hype, some of the most colorful, vibrant streamers, man. They're not Ninja, and they're not Dr. Disrespect. Listen, you can find great content anywhere else, man. Seriously, you don't have to go to the big people, man. You got great content right here. So let's introduce them one by one. We're gonna start with the ladies real quick and show some stuff to ladies, And so first, I want to go straight to the bottom, right there. The people that can see is my girl Nikki. Nikki, what's going on?
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
So I'm here. We are making new friends today and chatting about a few things. I'm excited to talk about Xbox also.
Oh yeah.
Showcase, and also the most hardest game that I saw that as one.
There you go.
So my name is Nikki. I stream mainly on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of, I'm trying to get into doing meditational videos and to do motivational speaking aside from gaming. As before quarantine, this is what I was doing in panels. So I would motivationally speak and talk about inspirational things and current events in panels, and I cosplay as well. So being that we are quarantined, I'm doing all of these things via Twitch and live stream gaming as well.
Nice.
Looking forward to having a good time with everybody in this.
Absolutely. We're going to also get to pick your brain too a little bit, Nikki, as well as everybody else as well, as far as streaming goes. So
and also I want to show you guys, I have this, I was trying to put the camera on it.
Oh, what you got?
This, I don't know if you've seen this before. It's like a sand, it's like a sand. Have you heard of this?
Zen Garden?
Yeah, the Zen Garden.
Oh, that's dope.
That's the ultimate stress reliever.
That is
right. So I've just been playing with this. I tried to have the camera on it, but it's just not working out right now.
I want one.
You know what though? I'll tell you something. If people can't stand ASMR, they can go to your stream and you can just play with the sand.
Just play with the sand with you.
It's just play with the sand. That's
I always wanted one of those Zen gardens with like a little bonsai tree in the middle.
Cherry blossoms just start falling in the room out of nowhere.
now, along with Nikki, holding up the tree right there, we got my girl Allie Sonic. What's up, Allie?
Hey.
What's going on? How you been? How's streaming going for you?
Oh, on and off. Like I've been through like a spiritual awakening,
Nice.
and it's insane what happens. It just randomly happened, and now I can actually do tarot readings and help people with their life situations. Um, but mainly I was a streamer, just doing video games for the past like 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like a spiritual healer, and
Nice.
she's also on her way there as well. Like she's also doing meditation
Bless you.
and things like
Thank
that.
you.
And it helps with like people with mental illness, anxiety, depression,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of things in life like spiritually, like your soul goes through. It's affected by everything. It's like an energy, and how to explain. And the only way to be your true self and your happiest is to get rid of your ego.
Mm-hmm.
People confuse their ego, but like to do that, you have to go through meditation.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. Hey, you know what? I'm so proud of you, Aoi, because first of all, you use Twitch as a platform to do this and to do your tarot reading too, man. And it's awesome. You know, and that's what it is. Twitch is not just for gaming. I mean, you can do anything you want. I mean, I've seen people walk their dogs in the park. You know what I mean? But what you do as far as like tarot reading, you know, and it's so
very hard, but it's all about intuition. And it's
mm-hmm.
crazy that to my awakening, like I had like spiritual things happen that everyone has their own
right
life, things that happen in the future that it scared me. Other people told me, like other readers as well did it on YouTube, and
mm-hmm.
I freaked them out. Some of them like started shaking and crying. I'm like relax. It's just
And see, that's what it is, man. You use your Twitch platform. That's awesome, Aoi. That's freaking dope, man. Like I said, if you definitely want to get your tarot card readings, man, definitely go to Aoi, man. Like she is amazing with it. So, and she's still practicing too. So she ain't on the front. She's still practicing. Let's go to our last girl right here. That my sister, doing her little Beyonce. What's up? It's the gamer girl. What's going on, Jersey?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm the Gamer Girl 93. I stream on Twitch. Recently got into speedrunning GoldenEye 007 for the N64.
Mm-hmm. Monster.
It's been a journey. I started back in April, so I'm still new in the community, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of stress, but very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Getting those PBs, yeah.
I see you quit every time. Like, oh, she messed up. Oh, she messed up. Like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I never imagined speedrunning because I used to watch people, and I'm like, how do they sit here and do this for hours? Like, you literally play the same level over and over and over and over. And I'm like, when I used to watch, I'm like, yeah, why don't they just play the game? Like, why are they still on the same level? And now I understand. I'm like, oh my god, I'm one of these people.
And trust me, I'm trying to do the same thing. Like, the only game I can speedrun right now is Contra, Super Contra, Contra 3. But trust me, it's annoying. It's really annoying, and you get the time to do that. And like you got so much patience. I
had to gain patience. I thought I had the least patience out of everybody I knew, and I'm like, I'm speedrunning. I have to have patience. Like, it's funny because people that knew me prior to speedrunning, mm-hmm. they're like, you're speedrunning? Like, what? You're a tryhard. Like, you're like, yeah, I know. So,
and you still do it. That's what's up. You still grinding. You still grinding. Let's go over to the boys' side right now, man. We got some good boys all on the left side. I try to get the hand right. On the left side is all the guys, man, that are really dope that you definitely got to follow. Let's start in the middle. In the middle is my man Thomas, aka Planet Senzu. What's going on, Senzu?
Hey, man, you know me, man. I'm trying my best to keep it hype, man. I'm so glad to be here, man. I'm trying not to say nothing too crazy on your stream, but man, right now we're getting destroyed. I might get cut out midstream because the storm. What is it, Hurricane Isaiah, or whatever it's.
Man, really?
Yeah, it's raining super hard right now, so I'm like, man, I might just dip in the stream, and you guys be like, what happened? But,
hey, listen, if you dip off stream, don't worry. I'm gonna tell the chat to put in a bunch of Fs.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
Yo, for real, right? It was like, oh yeah, Senzu quit. He's going.
Yeah. But a little bit about myself, man, is I primarily started on YouTube back in what was it? Well, I mean, I've had a YouTube since like 2008, but I started doing my own actual content in 2017. I started off doing anime reviews, unboxings, primarily Dragon Ball and any other shonen style anime. I would do little blogs, little real talk videos where I give, spiritual advice or real talk advice on how to have a different outlook on situations. One of the ones in particular that I'm pretty fond of is I call them bean talks because my name is Senzu, and like a Senzu bean is
now I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Really, now you get
So like, Senzu beans revitalize your health. If you're going through something and you take a Senzu bean, essentially it's meant to heal you. So I would use real world concepts on how to overcome situations, but with anime as the theme. So like in Yu Yu Hakusho, there's the spirit beast and the egg. How you go about your daily actions in life is how you manifest your character. What type of animal is going to hatch out of that egg? Would it be one that's meant to protect you, or would it be one that's meant to consume you? So I was doing that for about 2 years, and then December 26th, I was diagnosed with skin cancer. And
wow, man!
I found out December 26th I had skin cancer and also a pituitary tumor. So what I did was I took like a big break 2019, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of focus on tackling some personal objectives, kind of focus on defeating these obstacles that have been presented before me. And, I would do a little bit of videos here and there, but it wasn't the same energy. So 2020 starts January 1, and I'm like, you know what, man? I said, actually, I want to come back to making content, but right now, since Dragon Ball's not airing, I don't want to do reviews and stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to game. And I chose Facebook as the platform. It was the youngest platform and very different, but you get way more engagement. So on YouTube, you don't want to typically, as a smaller streamer, smaller channel, use YouTube to start off streaming, because that's not what people are coming to YouTube necessarily for unless you're really big. They're coming for highlights, montages, reviews, DIY, specific things like that. And but Facebook, I really like it because, as we were talking about earlier, you can interact with your audience in a multitude of ways, and that really keeps the community going. You get way more active viewers on Facebook, I've noticed, than when I would do it on Twitch. Just it's kind of weird. Like, you can have 36 concurrent viewers, but then play the same game on Twitch, but because it's so oversaturated, that concurrent viewer count is like 2, it's like 6. So, I use Facebook as more of a social platform, but I primarily stream on it, and I put my highlights on YouTube. But I really like it, and I met McNux. He's the first actual Facebook streamer that I've interacted with that wasn't an asshole and is like willing to actually communicate back, because people are funny, right? You go and you comment on their streams, and they think you're trying to plug, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to relate to you. You're playing Animal Crossing. We're playing Smash Brothers and fighting games. I don't think that audience is trying to come to my channel. I'm just saying, hey man, I like what you're doing. But anyways, yeah, man, that's me. I don't want to talk for a million years because I could easily do it, but
Hey, you know what though? And I'll tell you one thing, Senzu, man. You're like it. I look at you and I watch your streams, man, and I'll never leave your stream without laughing, dude. There's always something going on. You got the hype out there. This man is like the Facebook gaming Flavor Flav. You know what I mean? Like, this is awesome.
Come on, man. Flavor Flav doesn't look that good, man. He's kind of strange.
Oh yeah, you better. I'll give you that. Up next, man.
Wear a clock around your neck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Up next. See, that's what I'm waiting for. Just get a little Goku. Know what I mean? But we got our recurring guest, man. You see him all the time here, man. He is the man with 1,000 voices. He's the man that's gonna make me laugh. If you ever watch my streams, cuz listen, holding your baby in this and all that, man, and the medulla oblongata, this dude gets me going, man. My man, Rob Francisi, aka the real life Peter Griffin. What's up, Rob? What's going on?
How's it going, guys? Just chilling here with my homies, and we're gonna talk video games. I'm excited. And for once, we're not gonna get sunk in the Sea of Thieves for a night.
Yeah, right.
We gotta take a break. We got bombarded that one night. You couldn't join, man.
Oh man,
Rebecca and Aaron.
Yeah, you had a ghost ship, you had Kraken,
and man, ghost ship, Kraken, and an enemy galleon. I'm like, what do we do to deserve this?
it's that moment. It was like, yeah, you ever wonder why we got here, how we got here? Yeah, that's that storyline right there, man.
And then you should have seen us last night. Me and Mark are running around the island. We have no idea what we're doing. Aaron and Rebecca solving all these puzzles and opening.
Seriously, I couldn't, man. We're gonna talk about more Sea of Thieves.
And then it was bad.
Oh my god. Oh my God! People say no swashbuckling tonight, man. So we're gonna definitely talk about that. And then last but not least, the man himself, man. I like to call him Big Boss Man. I like to call him the top the head honcho, man, the big man with the voice that makes you relax, man. That his energy is spontaneous. Everything about him is on 100. Cuz I'm telling you right now, the CEO of We Are Hazard, Ricochet. Rico, what's up, Rico? What's going on?
What's up, man? Appreciate you having me out here. Really appreciate getting the opportunity to meet all you guys. It's a pleasure to meet you all. As McNuck said, I am the CEO of We Are Hazard, which is the streaming network that has recruited the illustrious McNucks and Rob down there, at least on my screen down there. And yeah, I'm also a streamer, a small time streamer. I've been streaming for about 6 to 8 months. It's something that I love to do at nights away from my day job. So really trying to understand the ins and outs of the streaming stuff and kind of passing along that knowledge to other small streamers and try to get some exposure to all those people.
Excellent. And like I said, this dude is good. He helps out a lot too, man. As far as he helps me out, as far as my streams, as far as giving me advice and everything too. And then I'll definitely, as far as tweaking my streams up, I can say, oh yeah, he's right. This definitely works out. This definitely helps out, as far as engagement goes. And so he's legit. Trust me, people.
They're great at providing assets for your page as well, like overlays, and they have a great team of guys. Some of them are my personal friends, so you can. They're good people.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
It's all about providing support to these guys and to there are megaphones and really just helping them to grow their streams, make their streams look more professional, troubleshoot things with them, get the social out there, just trying to provide the support that that small streamers don't normally have. A lot of small streamers go it alone, and we could all get that Zelda reference. Take this, it's dangerous. You need some backup, you need some support, and that's what we're trying to provide. We're trying to provide support to these guys and girls, and just trying to really just provide the support that they don't normally have, and we're trying to get the exposure to these people that are really, really talented and that who provide amazing content, whether it's on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. We're everywhere, and we're just trying to we're trying to get the name out there, and we're trying to help people grow, and that's we want these small streamers to get that piece of that pie. That's what we're here for.
I like pie.
Well said. I'm a fat dude too. I love pies as well, man. So definitely, this is always good, man. Well, like I said, you get to know your streamers, man. We're going to actually get to know them a little bit more. But before we do that, we're going to actually ask them what they've been playing, man. It's our segment of what have you been playing, and we're going to actually we're going to go around, man. Like I said, we're going to start off with we're going to start with Aoi. Aoi, what have you been playing these days?
Right now I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah.
How are you liking it?
How you like Ghost of Tsushima, real quick, man? While the audience is looking at it.
It's a little repetitive, but it's kind of like The Witcher 3. What? You start?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. What's happening? So the game is, it's kind of like rural Japan, and apparently you go try to save your uncle, and the Mongolians came in. Yeah, it's also like Shadow Tactics as well, kind of mixed.
Right.
Kind of like Shadow Tactics is a really hard game, but it's like a strategy game. This one is more like Witcher 3 style, but you also do the same thing in Shadow Tactics where you try to make a strategy, spy around, jump on buildings underground and stab people and not get caught. And it's easy. Even if you do get caught, it's not a big deal.
Right.
The game, I did not look at the review of the game, trailer, nothing. All I saw was a screenshot of the background and I bought it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Just saw the background, the beautiful like cherry blossoms and like winter and the trees, everything was so beautiful. The ocean. Like I don't care what this game's about. I'm just gonna buy it.
Right.
So I did it and I don't regret it.
Yeah, I you know what? I think all of us is playing, or most of us is playing Ghost of Tsushima. The Smoke. I know you've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, right?
You know what? Nothing against my girlfriend, but let me tell you right now, one of the best games of this year. I'm going to just tell y'all right out the bat, game of the year, one of the top nominated game of the year, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. First off, it's solid story. First off, right? Based on actual events that happened in history, even though, they kind of elaborate on the story and all, but there's actual history there. The Mongols taking over Japan and everything else. great storyline, progression. There's a skill tree. It's not over the top easy, but it's not over the top hard. But once you get into the rhythm of knowing the different stances, you have to build your character. This game made me so, like, I was so caught up in the game that I didn't even want to focus on just main story. I wanted to help everyone within all the towns and free them up. It's like you're like this, you work your way up. You get, you know, I don't want to give anything away. All I'm going to say is a solid story. The story, I highly recommend, if you're going to play this game, don't just play the main mission, play the side stories as well, because there's a lot of other stories going on around the main mission. And as you open up more, you're going to find out a whole bunch of stuff. There's so much character building. There's so much, when I say there's no loot boxes, so everything that you earn, you got to earn without paying any extra money. For the cosmetics is off the chain. I'm telling you, this game, from graphics, voice acting, really, if you're a hardcore samurai fan from like back in the day to current, if you like samurai films, they even have this level on here. Well, not level, but they even have a thing on here where you can change it to an old school style
Kurosawa.
Yeah, they have a Kurosawa.
And not just color palettes. I'm talking about film. Like, they give you that whole feel. I'm telling you, from the voice acting to the graphics, everything on this game, storyline, and this is why, also because it's like one of the top games that been like, it really outdrew numbers. They didn't know that this game was going to hit as hard as it hit and make the numbers that it's making. Now they're talking about, hey, maybe we should do a trilogy on this. So this game is definitely has also the vibe of a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2, when you can go anywhere. And when I mean open world is your sandbox. I'm telling you, this game will be, if not the game of the year, it's going to get nominated for a lot of things. But I'm going to call it right now, game of the year, Ghost of Tsushima. I'm calling it right now.
You're going to debunk my Animal Crossing bet. All right.
Animal Crossing.
I got you. Okay.
And then also, just to throw out there, because I know you asked what other games. Carry On. Carry On just came out on Xbox and it came out on the Switch. And if you ever like The Thing, Alien, this game, you are a monster. And basically, you're going around killing people on the base.
Yeah, this looks weird, man.
It's great. I remember when I saw this like earlier this year, like the beginning of February, and they were showing you clips, and you're this monster going around taking out everyone and anything, and you're expanding. Like your infestation goes all throughout the base, and you're taking it, and you got to figure out puzzles and everything else. It's not easy, but yet it's a lot of fun. If you ever loved The Thing or Alien, this game has it all. I love this game, and and the price is you can't beat the price on it. It's on Xbox and it's on Switch. So again, that's another game that I recommend if you just want to have fun and just kick it off. That's another game I recommend.
This definitely like a Switch game.
Looks crazy.
I don't know about this dude eating up whatever. I don't like this.
Yeah, the more people you kill, you get bigger and bigger and bigger. And man, you leave your mark everywhere. And then you get these selective powers. You break through walls and all. And then it's funny because you hear the people screaming and they're running away from it.
God, funny. I don't think I'm gonna play this, guys.
That's incredible. That was fun as hell.
Yeah, he just ripped the door off and smashed somebody with it.
This is basically
awesome.
the Thing. It's The Thing. That's all it is. It's The Thing as a video game.
Not the one from the Fantastic Four.
Dude, this game looks bloodier than Ghost of Tsushima. Honestly,
it does.
It's crazy. The other thing is, just like The Thing, you can control people and you can make them do stuff for you and everything. Yeah, this game is a hidden gem.
My God, that's you know what? I'm glad you talk about this game because I'm not going to play it.
Because I'm not going to play.
I play as a rampage.
Oh man, so much blood, but definitely carry on. Yeah, you definitely gotta check it out if you're a fan of that. But I'm not. But that's we're gonna go to my girl. Let's go to Gamer Girl Jersey, man, what have you been playing these days?
Oh, I've been stuck playing a 20-plus-year-old game.
Oh, man.
GoldenEye. Yeah, since I started speedrunning it, I got a part of League. I was drafted on a team.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, so
oh man, yep, absolutely.
So I got drafted up to a team. We actually came in 4th place, so it wasn't a bad. This was my first time being a part of the summer league, so it was pretty cool.
Well, let me ask you this, Jersey. Have you ended GoldenEye before joining the team?
I played it. Like wait, what was the question? You said have I?
Have you beat GoldenEye? Have you like?
No. So like as a kid, like I was what? I don't know how old I was when the last time I played it. But I remember I have 2 older brothers, so my oldest brother, he's 10 years older than I am. So it was his console. So my brother, he was very stingy. He would lock his room. We couldn't go in there. Well, we had ways of getting in there. So we sneak in there, open his door, play GoldenEye, WWE. We play a bunch of stuff on the N64, but I just remember playing this game and being really bad at it and screen looking and playing multiplayer and like trying to beat my brother at it. We never got Egyptian. We never got that level unlocked. So here I am, 27 years old, playing the game now, and I unlocked on both my carts. I have here, I'll show you. I have the English cart.
Nice.
And then I have now the Japanese cart.
Nice.
So there's difference in the cart. So on Japanese, some of the levels that on English don't have body armor, the auto aim, stuff like that. On Japanese, they have more body armor, the auto aim's better. So if like there's certain levels that you're trying to grind and not die as frequently, like Japanese is the way to go. So
you know what? I'm gonna put that. The more you know, emblem on the screen with the NBC Joe.
There's so many things that blew my mind. Like I thought I was getting trolled. So I was speaking of this level right here, Dam. That was my first time that I gained points. So the time that you have to beat is 50. You have to get 53 seconds. Beat the level in 53 seconds, and that used to be the world record. The world record now is 52 seconds, held by one person, Carl Joss. But 53, that was my first 90-pointer time, and it was crazy.
Hey,
so
GG.
And what got me, the whole story is just crazy. So you were there, McNucks. I was playing for nostalgia. I put GoldenEye in, and the speedrunners came in and they're like, "Yo, if you can get Dam sub 1 minute, we'll give you 200 bits."
Hey, there you go. And that was a challenge right
all right,
there.
cool. I'll do 200 bits. I can do this. My first time is 2 minutes and 26 seconds. So I was like, this is harder than I thought it would be. So eventually that night went on. I got 58. I had 58 seconds. I got my 200 bits.
Nice. It pushed you.
Yeah, it stemmed from there. And then I started getting other insane times. Like I'm so hard on myself. I'm like, I want to be better or whatever. But it's been less than 4 months and I'm already like top one. Oh, I'm 139 out of all the people in the world. I'm ranked 139.
That's
I'm
good.
in the top 150 ranking, so it's pretty cool. Like
nice. Hey, okay, G Jersey. I see you. Okay, all right. That's good, man. And like I said, you keep grinding too. And like I said, check out her page too, man. We're gonna all put the links down for everybody's stream so that you can definitely check it out as well too, because all the content again is amazing. It's real chill, and these guys are friendly as I don't know what, man. Let's go down to Nikki. What's going on, Nikki? What you been playing these days?
Playing with sand right now.
Zen Garden.
Perfect segue.
Normally, like when I stream, I play a lot of indie games, games that are not well known, and I enjoy playing these little 2D games. For example, one of the indie games I'm playing is Anzu.
Anzu, okay.
Just scuba diving, and they have a meditation experience in there as well. Like every part of there's like different places you can scuba dive to and underwater, and
that's so funny. That was one of the games that I wanted to get to, Nikki. And I
played it. I think it was free on PS Plus at one point. It's kind of like, if you have a VR experience for that, it's amazing. I don't have it.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those games where there's just music and you're just going through the ocean.
It has options for you to sit down and meditate, and in this you can play as the fish that are in the sea, and you can view from the fish's eye view point of view. And aside from this game, I also play. Right now, I'm currently playing a blast from the past called SpongeBob Battle of Bikini
You
Bottom.
and SpongeBob. You
Yes,
and
of course.
SpongeBob.
I know.
You
everyone's
watch the
trying to
Japanese SpongeBob, the new episode?
Yeah. I'm just a huge fan of SpongeBob. Like, well, to be honest, the older seasons, yes. Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
It's
And
mayonnaise.
Battle of Bikini Bottom. I'm
It's
um,
mayonnaise and instrument.
it's a whole new.
Horseradish is not an instrument either.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I know the new SpongeBob Rehydrated or
Rehydrated, yeah.
Rehydrated is out now, and I was like, once I saw that, I was like, Nikki's gonna go bananas, man. So, or pineapples, I guess I should say in SpongeBob terms. But, but that's awesome. That's awesome, Nikki. And I know Nikki, you like to play a lot of storyline games. Like I think you finished. What is that freaking game?
Why am I forgetting what it's called? But it's where you choose what's about to happen next.
Right. Yeah. It's one of them storyline games.
Telltale.
Yeah.
Storyline
Yeah.
Like Heavy Rain, like
Yep. Mhm.
Man and is it Man and Madon? Man and
Man of Medan.
Yeah, that one's good. I really like that one. Is
Yeah.
that what the game is?
Beyond Two Souls, games like that, Until Dawn.
Mhm.
Yeah, Until
Yeah.
Dawn's really good too.
Yep.
I play a lot. I really like it. I enjoy it. The story and the streamers, the viewers, when I stream it, they really enjoy it as well. So with those kinds of games, I normally aim for the achievements as well, trying to get platinum on all of them.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are a completionist like Civic. So when I think about like completionists, it's always Civic and it's always Nikki, man. Those are two really talk about.
I didn't hear her mention Life is Strange though. What was up with that?
I haven't played that
Oh,
actually.
you should. Next played it.
I never finished. I played in the beginning and then just never finished it. And then
It's
there's the
amazing.
second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
There's technically three now. Three of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah,
I
they're
saw the
all
first one.
they're all great.
It's amazing. So
Good
okay, Nikki.
suggestion. I'll play that.
Yep, definitely check it out, Nikki. It's just really good. Let's go to my man Senzu. What have you been playing, man? Besides Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, so besides Ghost of Tsushima, that's not fair because that's been my life.
No.
I've been in the world of that game.
I hear you.
But to answer your question, I've been playing so I'm a variety streamer, right? So I kind of play everything. Mainly though, like JRPGs, action adventure, fighting games, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I play Smash every Friday, Mario Kart at some point during the week. But the other main game I've been playing is actually Tales of Berseria.
Yay! My favorite Tales game.
Oh really? Yeah, it's my favorite too. Nostalgia for Tales of Symphonia and Vesperia, but Berseria, in my opinion, plays the absolute best. So I mean that game is great, right? Because it's one of the first ones where it has a more darker vibe to it. You're like kind of playing like from the view of like as if you were the bad guys assembling, but then you're not really no longer the bad guys. It's like everybody's like Shadow the Hedgehog in some way, and you're like saving the Sonic the Hedgehog world essentially without giving any spoilers. But
right.
So it's a really good game. It's not new. It's definitely not new. I think it came out 2017, 2016. It's an excellent game because it allows you have this combo system which allows you to link off of your little MP stars, and you're chaining combos based off of your different MP attacks. So you can make it look like, I mean, you can set an enemy up, you do an air attack and it'll launch them in the air, and then they might have a resistance that might allow you to bring them down faster. So then you can use another element move to offset it, and you're just doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But I only played it probably 4 times before Tsushima. I've already got like 50 hours on Tsushima, and it's only been out like 2 weeks. But
Oh my God,
Tsushima, man, I'm not trying to stay on it, but bro, that game has given me like, I got some legit mental problems from it because I'm like, where's the nearest Mongolian barbecue? Let me go. I just need to go and just like press up to challenge in the middle of this damn store, man. But it's that game is awesome. Outside of that, Smash. You know, I play with my viewers every Friday, and
that's right.
I talk a lot of trash to them, like all the time.
As you're supposed to, man. As you're supposed to, cuz. That's what make great content, man. So you get at your audience, cuz you don't want to get at you, but that's what brings the
Look, Nux knows he joined for Mario Kart one time, and it happened to be the time he joins, right? and I'm over here experimenting with my setup and experimenting with controllers. And he comes in, this dude busts my ass on the first whoa, Nux. Whoa, hold on, buddy. Hold on. That's not even my true power. That's not. And so I was talking all this smack, and then the next race happens, and Nux know what happened. He
oh
knows.
my god, I was in bed giggling, kicking my feet like a little kid, man. I was just so it was so funny, dude. But yeah, like I said, you freaking, it's amazing, man. Like I said, your content is amazing, hands down, for sure, man, for sure,
it, dude.
Rob. Man, listen. Me and Rob will be merging as far as like what we've been playing, because I mean everything Rob been playing, I've been playing, man. Rob, what have you been playing these days, man?
I mean, not to keep harping, but it's Ghost of Tsushima.
No, yeah.
I actually got the platinum on that one.
Oh wow,
Nice.
GG.
Yeah, I did it pretty quick too. I think I did it in like 2 days. I don't know. I just poured like insane.
My
hours
God.
for
2 days?
and
That's dedication right there.
I got all the achievements. It was nuts. I was like looking at it like, did I really get it this fast? What the hell? I haven't done it fast like that since Spider-Man came out. I got that.
Yeah.
I got that in 2 days as well. That was another crazy platinum.
Oh god.
But yeah, I that was a great game. But I've been playing everything. Last of Us 2 was excellent. But, you know, I never listened to the haters. You know, you gotta make your own decisions in life. Forget what other people have to say. If it's something you want to try, then you shouldn't dissuade yourself, because sometimes you can find things that you thought were going to be one way and they were pleasantly surprising. I didn't watch any trailers. I had no expectations. I just really enjoyed it. You know, it was a well done, and as beautiful as Ghost of Tsushima is, Last of Us 2 was actually graphically superior, I would say, with the character models, because I feel like the Last of Us 2 characters look more realistic. But they were equally both excellent games. Ghost of Tsushima I enjoyed more, just because I enjoyed the combat experience, and that their combat mechanics, while different from other games, was flawless, where you're switching between martial arts styles for specific types of enemies. And when you think about the progression through the game, you have to earn all of the trinkets and powers that you get, and every one of them is a story, you know. So you're getting a well, you know, hashed out, very rich story in a very lush environment with excellent voice acting. And what's great is I actually played it in Japanese with subtitles.
I did that.
And the
Nice.
voice
Yeah,
actor that plays Jin, who's the main character, is also Zoro on One Piece. And I knew it immediately when I heard his voice, and I'm like, that's Zoro. And I'm like, and it made me enjoy that game like 100 times more, because I'm like running around with the sword. I'm like, can I just put another sword in my mouth and just Onigiri?
That's awesome, man.
One of my favorite parts is I can actually change your armor, like in the middle of, like, you know, when they're about to fight in battle, you can just change your armor right when the scene starts. So I'm like, oh, let me change my traveler gear to armor. It makes absolutely no sense, but you can do it.
That's true.
I will intentionally leave, like, if I know, like, I'm just traveling and I run to a Mongol territory by accident, I'm like, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna stay in this garb that's not meant for this battle, and usually I get punished for it, but I like to keep it authentic, right? So yeah, I've been destroyed a few times by not switching on.
If I do the standoffs though, you have to switch to the Clan Sakai armor, because I think that's the one that gives you, if you power it up all the way, it gives you an extra 2 people that you can take down in a standoff.
Ooh,
So that's a total of and pro tip, if you're going for the platinum, you're gonna need to upgrade that particular armor, because one of the achievements is to defeat the maximum amount of people flawlessly.
Yeah, I saw that
in
one.
Standoff. So
I guess I'm gonna do that too, man. Like I said, I haven't done that much in Ghost of Tsushima. I can tell how much hours I did, but
I almost feel like starting the whole game over, just because I
Really?
enjoyed it that much, and I got everything. There's like really nothing left to do.
Yeah.
That's what this game is missing. If I would say anything, I would like to see in a DLC like a plus mode, where you can take
Well,
all the
there's been-
stuff
there's
that
been
you
rumor-
have throughout the game and
There's
maybe
been
play it
rumor
on a
that
harder
they're gonna
difficulty.
probably come out with a DLC for it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
a boss
they already
rush
just put
mode.
out something extra, and they said they wanted to thank the fans, and also they did a last minute thing with one of the armor suits. But there has been talk about either doing a plus mode or doing a DLC, because how well it's
I'll
doing.
take both. I loved it that much.
I agree.
Yeah, I hear you on that. So that's what's up. That's what's up, man. I gotta grind on Ghost of Tsushima now, man, because I've been neglecting it for so long, man. Seriously. But Rico, man, my man Rico, what have you been playing these days, man?
A bunch of stuff. I mean, between dabbling with Sea of Thieves every now and then, and I'm a big Call of Duty guy, so I play Warfare fairly frequently. That's what happens when that's what got you through college was COD 4. So just absolutely addicted to COD at this point. But recently I just started playing Gunfire Reborn.
Oh my god.
And
Gunfire Reborn,
yeah,
really?
it's phenomenal. It's like Borderland meets it's like Borderlands meets what's that other game? You play as a samurai cat with guns. It's ridiculous, and you kind of it's
samurai cat.
it's like
with
it's
guns.
it's like
Hold
it's like Borderlands meets Risk of Rain. So have you ever played Risk of Rain? It's ridiculous. Look at this.
Oh my god, a samurai cat. with
You're a samurai cat with guns, and
I'm
it's
sold.
it's absolutely insane, and it's so much fun. And you find ridiculous guns and all the guns are ridiculous, and you level, and it's like one of those things where like you keep you have to get through like all the levels and stuff, and you level up your character and you keep opening up new things. It's absolutely like some of the most fun I've ever had. You can be a dog too, but the cat's the best, hands down.
down.
It's pause down.
I love games with cats. I'm sorry, man. It's my weakness, dude.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Pick it up. There's a 4-player co-op you can do with it as well.
Wow.
So I've been playing with
play this.
I've been playing
Yes.
with my boy Tim. We've been playing. We started playing it. So let me know if you guys
Can
want
you
to
be
play.
a bunny so you can be like Usagi Yojimbo?
They're supposed to be adding characters. So right now it's just a cat and a dog from what I can tell. So
Yo, imagine if they actually added some kind of TMNT like DLC, because they would fit right in this
It
world.
reminds me of like Sly Cooper, just the way that it looks. Like
It does. I'm
It
sold
looks a
on
little
this.
like Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves too with the graphics.
yeah, like it's like and look, it's like your traditional like this is the Borderlands aspect. It's like a shooter looter, but it's like you need to progress and level. So like it took us we didn't get to beat the first level until we had to level up to like level 13 before like our characters had to get to level 13 before we could even beat the final boss. Just for the first boss, and like the 5th boss is insane. And it was cool because we were playing it on stream and we were grabbing it's not played by a lot of people on stream, but it's also we were playing with people and they were helping us try to what should we use to upgrade and things like that, and it was just insane, and it's just so much fun to do, especially when you play with multiple people. I play. This is on PC. I think it's on PC and Xbox, I believe.
Oh, definitely. We doing on
Oh,
PC,
we're
man.
on this.
It's 4 players too, right, Rico?
Yeah, it's 4 players. Yeah.
Oh man, we gotta get 2 more people, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Somebody get this man. It's real. This
Get-
is
I'll
awesome.
blow the dust off the Xbox. I got you.
Oh my god, man! I cannot stop looking at that gameplay for some reason. Man. That thing is so beautiful, man. That's awesome. That's a game I'm sold on, man. Seriously, that's a game I'm definitely sold on. So
Cats and guns.
that's freaking awesome, man. Civic, what you playing? I think it's called, what is it called?
Gunfire Reborn.
Gunfire Reborn. I was gonna make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
But Civic, what you been playing these days, man?
Oh man, well this is what I do when I know that there's a new console generation about to drop on us, is that I go back through the queue that I currently have and I try to wrap up a lot of stuff that's been outstanding in a couple games. So after I finished up Last of Us 2, I was still on the Naughty Dog kick, so I have to finish up the Uncharted series. I played all the other games except for number 4, so I'm playing Uncharted 4 now finally.
Did you get it free on PlayStation? They had the month of May. They were all the Uncharted. They were free.
I bought it a long time ago. I have the physical version, so I've been playing through that. I mean, it's the kind of game where, since I'm a collector, I wanted to have the physical version anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
But man, I mean, Naughty Dog, they don't know how to make a bad game. They just don't. Just so much fun. Nate Drake is still a great character. I haven't beaten the game yet, so don't no spoilers. But man, that game just holds up so great. I mean, if you grew up playing like Tomb Raider and things like that, like that's the game for you. Uncharted series is still incredible. And then the other game just downloaded the other day was Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, because I'm a big tournament fighter fan, and there's Uncharted. Sorry, man,
No, you good. You good.
you bringing it? I'm like, sorry, I switched gears, man. You got to keep up.
No, you good. Yeah, I feel it. I'm keeping go with you, man. Go with you. No, go ahead.
But Blaze Blue, I mean, you talk about like those Axis games, those ArcSoft games and things, like their tournament fighters are so good. They're so fast.
Right.
Art style's amazing. Like if you're a fan of anime, and tight control games, that's another like it's another
Oh, cool.
Another developer that just, I mean, they just stick to like one genre pretty much for the most part, but they do it so incredibly well that they can just keep pumping these games out. And like this game has, characters from, across all the other games. Like there's some from Ruby, and there's who else? Persona, and so it's awesome. So it just really culminates. It's got like that Tekken tag feel to it. So a lot of fun. It's really cool. Good online community. There's still a lot of support for it. People still playing it, so it's definitely cool. And it was cool because like I'm nothing but like tournament fighters and stuff like that. Like I love those kind of games. But like my son picked it up. He's 12 years old and was just like instantly competitive. Like it's just so intuitive that he was good at it almost instantly. I was so proud. So that really speaks to the quality of a game too. When it's like cross generational like that, you can just pick up a game and just have fun with it. So
how's it different from like, since you're used to like Street Fighter, since everybody knows you're used to Street Fighter, how's it different from like as far as like mechanics and everything?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about this. It's like, sort of at the early 2000s, there was like a deviation of the types of tournament fighters. So like you had like some games that went the direction of being like a little bit more physically realistic, and they sort of emulated what real fighting would be. So you have like Injustice and Mortal Kombat and games like that, even, and still to a large degree, like even like Street Fighter, like the character movements are still based in some sort of like physical reality sort of. But like this is that other genre where it's so over the top, and I mean like the characters are just doing insane stuff, and it's so quick and over the top. Like I said, it's like an anime. I mean, they're doing all this crazy metaphysical stuff. So I mean, it's on par. Like control wise, it's a lot of the same stuff, but like, yeah, if you understand the basic mechanics of a tournament fighter, you can just jump right into this. You'll have no problem.
Is that Weiss from Ruby on screen right now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. I'm sold. I love Ruby. I like that. I never see that anywhere. I'm so excited.
So I picked this up. It was part of the PSN sale. It was like under $4 or something like that. What? But then there's like DLC for it, DLC packs and things. But yeah, the game was like super cheap, and I love BlazBlue. I love Guilty Gear. Look, let's call it what it is. I love tournament fighters. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to nab this thing. So yeah, a lot of fun, highly recommended. And then the other game I just finally beat after 19 years of playing it was
19 years.
19 years. Golden Sun for the Game
Boy
Advance.
Earlier.
I wasn't playing it for 19 years. I bought it. I bought it 19 years ago, and I started to play it, and just. I got into it and I liked it, but like too many other things were happening at that time. The console boom was coming out, like a lot of good PlayStation systems were hitting, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna put this down for a little bit. Well, I put it down for almost 2 decades, and that was a big mistake because Golden Sun is probably one of the finest RPGs I've ever played. It is super incredible fun. I mean, it was designed specifically for the Game Boy Advance, so you're not getting like a scaled down experience. You're not getting anything watered down. It was designed for that system, and I think bar none, that's probably the finest game on that console. But highly recommended. It was a lot of fun to finally beat it, because it was a great source of regret for me not to have that one done. So yeah, now I got to play the next one. There is a second part to that story. It's ongoing, so I gotta start that up, and then in 19 years I'll be able to talk about that one too. So stay tuned.
19 years.
There's also the DS version, but it's like a different generation.
Yeah, it's part of the franchise, but it's not the same story. So yeah, I mean, I might check that out too. It looks cool.
Dope, man. See, now I'm writing down all these games everybody's been playing, and I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
Like seriously.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed with that game. It's a lot of fun.
That's what I'm talking about. I need another JRPG to get into.
And do yourself the justice. If you're gonna get it, get an SP, get a Game Boy Advance, play the actual cartridge. Just get that nostalgic feel from it.
I still have
mine. Facts. Well, now that we know that we've been playing some awesome games, and I know you guys, especially in the chat, been writing down all the games we were talking about, man, and seeing a lot of this gameplay here, man. Listen, it's no excuse for you to like get on the sticks right now after the show and start playing these awesome games, man. Seriously. So, like I said, I'm going to play that freaking cat game. I got it. But anyway. But now
it's on Steam. I checked it out. It's not on Xbox.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Now,
so we're in this part of the show, we're going to focus, especially since this is a streamers themed month. Okay, we're talking about hashtag support small streamers, and you guys been active as well as pushing the promo out there. We thank you so much for it. You know, all the fans and really wanting to get to know how, you know, to get into the art of streaming and get as a career or just as a hobby. Like, again, we have these awesome streamers for you, just to, for you, you know, to pick your mind and to just see, you know, if you can relate to them. And then I know every one of these streamers you can definitely relate to, for, you know, as far as like, hey, how can I get started? Well, you know what? We're going to find that out now. And so we're going to do like a small interview for everybody. And again, it's like a little roundtable discussion. So y'all, again, just like a little porch talk, y'all can banter back and forth or, you know, come in, whatever, you know. But I'm going to throw off this question. I'm going to really throw off this question. What motivates you all to start streaming? What motivates you all to streaming? Like, I just want to know that.
So for me, man, I'm a collector, right? I love collecting, you know, comic, statue, physical games, etc., etc. For me, what started me wanting to stream is a lot of times you play games and there's memories and moments that you have that you don't often get to revisit, obviously, unless it's like a replay or something. So there's a lot of genuine moments that I really wish I could have captured to review. So for me, I view streaming as like a virtual library of my, you know, best moments, favorite moments in gaming that not only I can view, but I can share and experience with other people at the same time. As we grow, right, friends, for me at least, don't come over as often anymore. So you don't have those couch moments where your friends are over, but I get to experience that in a new way with my audience and other fellow streamers that may take part. But outside of that, it's also, for me, I like the engagement factor. I don't do it for the monetary reasons. I don't do it, you know, to be like, I want to be the #1 streamer or anything like that. I just genuinely enjoy building rapport with people, playing the game, having to see other people's, you know, insight. Did they go through the same moment in the game? How did they handle it? I just like seeing different perspectives on the same adventures that I'm going through. So for me, my biggest motivation is just being able to view the stuff that I did, sharing those moments with other people, and just having fun, man. It's just a fun pastime for me.
Excellent. That's a good point, man. Nikki, how about you? I know you're as far as everybody in here, you are the newest. I think you're like the little child that we just, you know, just came out in the world of streaming, you know. So so what gives you the motivation to stream too?
For me, it is definitely the experience and the engagement with your viewers. Because, for example, I was playing Until Dawn, a very scary game, and it motivates me to want to play more horror games because I wouldn't normally play that by myself. Like, when it comes to games like Silent Hill or any general horror game, I just would never play it by myself. So it makes it much better to play with your viewers, and you can interact with them and engage with them while you're playing a horror game or any game. And I just love definitely the engagement with your fans and viewers. It's great. And what Twitch has these little, what do you call them? They're like these little things that they make you do. I don't know the term. For example, posture check or
the channel rewards,
water, little things like that. I love that. It's so much fun. So yeah, I hope I can produce more or provide more content, especially with horror games, because I don't know why they love seeing me scared.
Thing. I don't know. It's just a thing. I used to do Spooky Sundays before League. And since League is over, I can go back to doing my horror streams on Sundays. But and it's I'm like, why do you guys want to see me like pee myself? Like,
I get really scared. I get really scared sometimes.
Have you played the Beast Inside?
No.
That one is scary.
So I've been gaming since since I could remember, and since I started to remember things, so a very early age. And I just started streaming very recently. So the only horror game I've played is Until Dawn. And then next I'm going to play, streaming wise, only Until Dawn. And I want to go like old school Silent Hill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
You guys are going to keep playing those horror games. You're going to invite demons into your house. And
Nope. Silent Hill 4, The Room, that's been one that I used to play with friends because it was just way too scary for me. So hopefully with the viewers, it'll make it more enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm right with you, Nikki. I can't do, like I said, I can't do scary games, but apparently you can. Jersey can.
I know kind of can.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be right back. I get water. I'm like, oh my god, I can't get through this.
How about you, Jersey? What got you? What's your motivation is to stream?
I guess like I got lucky with the community that I've got kidnapped into. They're just, I don't know, the people that I've come in contact these past couple months, they've been very like, now they've just been overall great. Like, you know, I can pop up my stream and I'm like, as soon as I'm doing something, they're in there with advice, tips, help, you know, they're just helpful. So like me, just, it's a new experience for me, like speed running. So it's like things that I never knew. Like one of the guys, I thought he was trolling me. He's like, oh, you have to get used to 2-4. And that's a control style. It's a different control style. You use 2 controllers. And here I'm thinking, like, he's trolling me. Like, why would I use 2? How could I use 2 controllers? Right. But no, it's an actual thing. Like, you start out full speed with the second controller. And it's like all these secrets I never knew about. These people know. So they tell me, oh, you can do this. You can do this. And sometimes it gets frustrating because sometimes you just want to like, all right, let me just fail, and then you can tell me. But you know, but the community, they're just so great. There's so much knowledge. A lot of world champions, and you have from world champions all the way to me. Like, you know, like that you know, the new eyes, the old eyes, and everyone comes together and just they just kill it. Like, it's such a great community I'm part of, and I got lucky. Like I said, just kind of like I was just playing GoldenEye at the right time, and all these people were like, yo, like, you got to keep doing this. You got to keep doing this. And
yeah. Nice. That's good.
But now
too.
the league's over, I can do something else.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, I'm going to still be doing GoldenEye because I've been working hard on a world record. It's not an untied. So there's untied world records, and then there's world records that multiple people hold. So there's one statue I'm trying to get 218. I have 219, and I have yet to get a 218 fail or succession. So it's really frustrating, but
listen,
I'm close.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it eventually. I know for sure.
Close.
I've seen all your accomplishments as far as with GoldenEye, man, and like I'm like, dude, this girl is grinding, man. Like seriously,
it's insane. Like I never thought I would be like I'm anti-speed running. I want to be done and over with it. Like you get through a level and be done. This is like over and over. And
yeah, right,
like,
right.
So I surprised myself actually, but
yeah, that's awesome. That's good. That's a blessing right then and there itself. Seriously, you know. Aoi, how about you? What's your motivation? Because I know you do. Again, you do a lot of spiritual stuff as far as
that's new stuff. But like for 6 years, I've been just doing video games. The reason I started streaming is because ever since, you know, like being a girl playing video games, I never really had guys to play or play games with or invite me to play with. So, you know, I kind of wanted to share my experience because that's like my only passion at the time, just video games. And streaming was the best way for me to make friends. I always had like social anxiety, and I didn't know many other gamers, especially girls. So it was just me and video games. And it helped me, like streaming helped me make new friends. It helped me with I used to be almost like a mute. I was too scared to talk to people. And I got over that fear just talking to people through interactions and making new friends.
That's good. Yeah.
And you know, like it's a lot harder when you're in person, but online it just feels more natural to me.
I had to get over the anxiety of like people are watching me. Like, you know, not to be like before I would just like focus on the game and then look over at chat like, oh, okay, hi, you know. Now it's like I get to engage and like it's weird. I always said I'm the most social antisocial because like I guess in order to be like, I don't know, I have this, like you said, this social anxiety. So it's like I'm talking to someone and I can sit there and hold a full length conversation. On the inside I'm like, oh my god, what are they thinking, you know, like but it's, I don't know, like I'm the most social antisocial. So being on camera and people, the community, and like it's like I said, I got lucky with the community I'm a part of. Like they make me feel comfortable. Like I don't have to be like, hi guys, you know, stiff as a board. You know, I'm just like relaxed, like, and I rage all the time, so they're probably just laughing at me. So.
And trust me, I laugh at all y'all every time y'all rage. Man, so.
Yeah, I know you with all the clips.
Still have like a disability, so it's like hard for me to keep schedule on streaming like I used to. I wanted to become partner, but I know the big thing is like schedule, and that's something I couldn't keep up, and I couldn't go outside because of what I have. Like I have ulcerative colitis and like PTSD. So it's like I'm scared to not be in a place where there's no bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, just playing and making friends through online is like the best way for me to interact with people and not feel alone.
Right, right, and it kind of gets your mind out of that too. That's good. That's good, you know, and I see that like for everybody, I feel like it's community engagement is pretty much that's a motivation, you know what I mean, which is excellent, man. Rico, how about you, man? What's your motivation?
Yeah, honestly, when I started streaming, one of the biggest things that I like to do is play new games and interact with people to kind of like help me get through it. I'm one of those gamers that like when I start something new, like I'm interested. I like to play things that other people are playing, and so like you know on my stream I tend to like to play a variety of different games that I've never played before and kind of have either a friend play with me and kind of walk me through it, or either have like the chat walk me through it as well. So like I played games like Satisfactory, which is like you're dropped onto a planet and you have to harvest all the resources and build a factory on there, and it's like one of the most ridiculous intricate games that you could possibly imagine. And you know, I met a couple of great people through chat who were like, oh, like let me help you walk you through like the different mechanics of it, and it just makes things really cool. It's just like it's like learning different stuff from new people, and I feel like by streaming you get a chance to meet people that you know that are like-minded like you, but that you probably would never meet like on your own. And like I talked to a bunch of people who are on the other side of the country who just I never would have ran into, especially during this pandemic. It's been like a great outlet because nobody goes out anymore. All your friends are trapped inside and they're all doing the same thing as you. So at least by streaming, you're meeting new people and you're getting new ideas and it's just fun. I was a very social person before the pandemic, and I feel like if I wasn't streaming, I'd be going nuts right now. Like literally, like but the other thing is, I have two kids that are under 3 years old, and between working my day job and then dealing with them, and then literally I'm done with my day job, and it's like dinner, get them to bed. Like I'm exhausted mentally by like 8-9 o'clock at night. So streaming is just like my outlet, man. It's just a way for me to talk to different people as opposed to a 3-year-old all day. And it's really just a chance for me to just have a good time and just kind of take myself out of this world and put myself into whatever I'm playing.
Facts. See, Civic, you got a son? I don't care. Start streaming, man. Like
do it, man.
Put your gameplays.
It sounds to me like everybody on this particular roundtable would probably agree with the fact that I think Joe Rogan was kind of out of line in saying that video games are a waste of time then, because it seems like there's a different level of personal therapy or personal satisfaction or camaraderie or community that we all take from this that I don't think anybody would ever agree that would be a negative aspect to pull from any hobby or any interest. So there's that bonding experience, there's that social element that how can you ever devalue something like that? That means something to a lot of us. It always has been. And I think that with streaming, it takes on a whole new iteration. For somebody that's, a little bit older of a gamer like myself, I don't, like I think back to the days where like social gaming was like going to an arcade, which was cool. And now social gaming is something different. It's an online aspect. It's a voyeuristic aspect where you can see other people stream and you can, garner relationships with them like many of you have, and then you have people who you influence, you have people who influence you, so it's a whole community. So yeah, not to bash Joe Rogan, but I just don't agree with what he said.
I was so disappointed what he said, because I was like, from the gamer's perspective, like a lot of like the social anxieties, stuff like that, like it's just people of all different walks of life coming together for something that we all enjoy, and no matter what you look like, what we're just playing the game, like we're all hanging out, people that you would never like imagine being your friend as your friend, and like you establish friendships all around the world. And it's like I was like, really, like that's what he had to say about it? Like I was disappointed.
That's how I met Knox.
Yeah, like
yeah,
this game, and like we're just hanging out, like having fun, being, doesn't matter, like I mean with streaming and stuff now you get to see that person, but it's like before it was just there's no face. We're all hanging out, we're friends, or, whatever. And then you finally see that person, you're like, oh wow, like, you never thought like you would connect in that way over common hobby. So it's, I don't know.
Who is the person that made that statement?
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Fear Factor.
So he's a stand-up comedian turned podcaster. He's a very successful podcaster. He's also heavily involved with UFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he was also a co-host of the Man Show. He was like the second iteration of the Man Show on Comedy Central.
Right.
He was the co-host,
Yeah.
along with Doug Stanhope. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's insightful. I appreciate his honesty. I certainly don't. I'm not saying I don't respect his opinion. I just don't agree with it. But I think that the point being that people gloss over is that he was a hardcore gamer for the longest time. He was very much into it, to the point of basically being an addict. So I think now he's done that sort of like that born again thing where like when you not only wean yourself off of a thing, you feel the only recourse is to demonize it. It's like you don't have to take your aversion that far.
Yeah.
I think you can sort of disassociate yourself with something if you've grown out of it, but you don't have to leave behind like this, like, you know, slash and burn, like
Bitter.
like it's this bad thing. I don't know if he even meant to come off like that. I don't mean to bash the guy, but I just thought that was sort of like the comment of the week that I just couldn't let stand without, you know, talking about a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of him too. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, yeah, I'm a big fan of Joe Rogan, and it's just, you know, I think he's also that type of guy. It's funny because he'll mention like, you know, gaming's a waste of time, but then on the second hand, he'll talk about how he takes psychedelic drugs to like go talk to aliens in the fourth dimension, and it's like wait, so that's not like, you know, it's just interesting, but I also feel it's what you were saying. It's about him, you know, just giving, like, completely dissociating himself with the gaming. Like, he's kind of cleansed himself, and at this point he's like, no, that's bad. And he does that with a lot of different things, because he goes on to you know, through his podcast, he talks about a bunch of stuff that he used to do, and he's like, I don't do that anymore. It's like, you shouldn't do it either. Like, nobody should do it. It's like he's very black or white with things, and so it's like either you do it or you don't, and there's no middle ground.
You're 100% right. Yeah, there's no middle ground with him. It's like I said, if, you know, some people that, you know, they're maybe a recovering alcoholic, and okay, that's great that you were able to make that step if that's what was warranted, but you don't have to, you know, to besmirch and, you know, condemn everybody else who partakes in a particular thing that they have it under control. Maybe they don't lose control like you. Maybe their priorities are slightly different. Now, I know with Joe Rogan, I mean, he's really heavily into, you know, martial arts competitions and things like that now too. And for him, I think that in his mind, the two can't coexist. It's either you're a couch potato or you're like a world-class martial artist. Now, this is not me bragging, but I happen to be one of those people that I balance out a lot of different hobbies, and martial arts is the other one.
Yeah,
I do.
Yep.
You know, I also
the best of both worlds.
yeah. So I mean, and I'm not a MMA guy. It's not my scene, but you know, I don't like this idea that somehow you have to fit into one category and that's it. You know, a lot of us are multidimensional. I bet if you went down the list of people just in this chat alone, you'd have a lot of, you know, disparity, a lot of variation. I think that's what makes gaming great. It's sort of like a universal thing. You know, anybody can just jump in it. So
that's true.
Yeah,
anyway, we still love you, Joe. Don't worry.
You know what? The final question I want to ask you. Actually, I want to bring this. This is a tweet that was asked to the whole Pass Controller panel as well too. This comes from. Actually, I can't say where this comes from because it's Arabic. Anyway, so this Arabic. Much love to the person. I cannot read your name in Arabic. They said this is really good, and I'm gonna start off with Rob too first. But he said, now, you know, they said that we all come from humble beginnings. He says, I know when I started out streaming to a few viewers for such a long time, it's usually like 2, 3, 4 viewers. And sometimes I feel like I want to give up. And do you ever feel like you are wasting your time? And do you have any advice on how to get out that mindset? Rob, let me start with you, man.
I knew someone would ask this question. But reality is, like, you reflect what you feel. So if you're not having fun, if you're expecting to have viewers, you're not going to just get them, because you're basically disappointing yourself by expecting something. Instead, just have fun playing the game, and then people will come in and then you interact with them, because that's the energy you give in.
Facts. Good point. That's a good point.
And even like a few years ago, I took, like, somebody said on YouTube, like, just enjoy the experience. Don't expect to have viewers, and they'll come to you. And it's gonna be a lot more fun.
Yeah, amen to that. Well said, man. Rob, how about you? I know it's like when you start off streaming, you know, like you probably had a couple viewers and all that, and especially like, did you have that feeling as well too? Like, you know, is this a waste of time streaming, or in the beginning?
Well, it's different for me because I didn't start as a streamer. I started as a cosplayer, and I started at a time when cosplay was brand new, or at least brand new in the pop culture scene, where people were acknowledging cosplay as a art medium, and it was more widely accepted. Because I mean, people have been cosplaying since the '60s at Trek cons and stuff, but it was always like ninth level geekery, and you hid your costumes deeper than your porn kind of thing. But I I got into it just to have fun, and it was really one of the most spontaneous things I ever did, and I never expected it to go anywhere because I was a nobody. You know, I didn't have any following, or I didn't have really a whole lot of friends either. But through this whole miracle of a decision to dress like a cartoon character at a con one day changed my whole life.
That's how I met
And
you.
I think that the people that are worrying about how many people are watching them are coming at it from the wrong point of view. This is an art expression, or this is an expression of you. If you go in with high expectations, then you're setting yourself up for disappointment. But
Mm-hmm.
if you go in with no expectations and just experience it for what it is, to play the game and to enjoy it, people will appreciate a more um, I guess, real experience, as opposed to somebody that's like, "Hey, I'm on this game," and blah blah blah. You know, it's like they want to see real emotion. They want to see the true person behind the stream. And I think that if you go in with a healthy mindset and you set your expectations to be your own goals rather than what to expect from your own channels, you know, it's there's a healthy way of challenging yourself. Like, instead of saying, well, I'm not there yet, find out what you need to do to get there,
Mm-hmm.
hundred
and
percent.
learn new skills, and put yourself out there, because you miss 100% of the balls that you don't swing at, you know. And you really need to and I myself included, I get into these ruts where I don't think that I'm significant in any way, and I realize that I do have a heavy influence on a lot of people, and my videos do bring a lot of happiness to the world where there isn't a whole lot these days. And I have to look at those kinds of things and realize that I have a responsibility to keep doing that, because it is bringing, you know, happiness out there. And I think that the world needs a lot more than that, of that. And I think that the streaming is an excellent way of doing that. I think it's the new, it's like a new channel on TV. You know,
Yep.
it's a whole new medium where people can feel like they're part of something. You can comment to somebody, and they get it instantly. We're in a technological age where it's possible to play video games with all your friends, and none of them are with you. And I think that's fantastic. I mean, you and me, Mark, you know, we were good friends, but I think we've become even better friends through this whole streaming thing.
Facts.
And the great things that We Are Hazard is doing is bringing streamers together and providing them with that lift that they need. I think it's a really healthy thing, and I think that Joe Rogan was wrong, because I think that video games not only are a form of entertainment, but they're also a form of therapy for a lot of people. I know a lot of people that struggled with the beginning of this pandemic, and not to make a joke of it, but Animal Crossing was really there for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an escapism. It felt like you were going outside doing something, as opposed to being cramped up in your room, you know, not being able to see anybody. And I think that there's an important place in the world for video games, and I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
You know, I want to just leverage off something that Rob just said, and it's a good point. Is that for some people, you know, it is therapeutic. It's their escape, and honestly, that's why I don't stream, because I don't know that I would be able to hold on to that feeling if I felt that it was incumbent upon me to entertain people based upon me playing. It's a big ambivalence with me. Plus, I'm an older guy. I just don't know that I want to be putting on a show for people. I don't know that I have it in me. It's a little bit of like I don't even want to say a social phobia, because I'm not that way. But I don't know that people would even be interested. I don't know that I want to be interesting as that kind of gamer.
Yeah, right.
You know, I don't know. I don't know what's marketable or equitable these days. Mark would agree. Eric would agree that it's an area for me that I don't have that sort of knowledge. I don't know. Maybe people would have a blast. Maybe people wouldn't. I don't sit there and talk when I game. I'm dead quiet. I probably would be boring as hell to watch.
And that's something I struggle with. I usually am quite silent when I'm playing games. I engage in the game. In fact, for the same reason that you're speaking about, that's why I didn't stream Ghost of Tsushima. Because I wanted to experience the game and have no distractions and just enjoy. And I'm reading the subtitles, and I can't read the subtitles and read the chat at the same time. So I'm not a new Uchiha, so I don't have the Sharingan.
I mean, I play with a fairly regular group of people in Dead by Daylight, and we've been playing for, since it launched, basically. But, when like Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, I had to say goodbye to them for a little while. And I told them why. I said, look, I can't be on the headset in the party chat listening to you guys talk and tell jokes and talk about politics. I can't fully engage with you in a responsible way while I'm trying to divide my attention between like a story-driven game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to miss a beat. So they understood. They're just like, yeah, that's cool. Come back whenever. And then of course, like after that, Last of Us comes out. Last of Us 2. So.
Goodbye.
But, I don't know that anybody would like enjoy watching me sit there totally stoic and silent playing a game.
Well, there's different faces to streaming as well. You don't necessarily have to even be on camera or use your voice. You can literally just broadcast the gameplay and nothing else. I know one of my friends does that.
See, but that scares me too, because then you open yourself to scrutiny. Then you get people that are like, "You suck. You should have done this." You. Like, I kind of just don't want people to have that window to my soul. Like,
people have been telling me I suck for 8 years, and yet they referenced me on Family Guy last season. So.
but you know what? To your point, Civic, about that though, those are the same people that'll come in stream and say that you suck and you're not good. And if you're playing something like Tekken or Street Fighter, you say, "Hey man, I'll open up a lobby, bring your ass in, and let's handle it there." So that's another thing I like about streaming is there is a lot of toxic people out there, right? And if you want to if they come in and you're not going to ban them, you want to try and engage with them. I don't know your style, but my style is if you're going to come in my stream and you're going to talk trash, I will gladly say, "Hey, everybody pause for a moment. Let's get this guy in. Let's humiliate him on stream. And then we kick him out." It's real simple. Whereas normally you come across the post on Facebook or whatever it may be, and you're just going back and forth. There's no way for you to actually, do the fisticuffs over the web. So like a fighting game or something like that is a good option.
You know what? I'm gonna just say this. For me, as a person, and Mark and Civ knows this, they know I'm not big on multiplayer. They know I'm not big on doing the whole internet thing. I think the first time we done something was the whole Predator thing. We had a whole party.
That was fun.
The bottom line is what moves you. Is what, for me, I'm not a heavy streamer. I do other stuff. I promote my stuff, whether it's my films and everything. And so it's a matter of promoting positivity. I'm not about that negative, toxic crap. If you got nothing cool to say, then don't say nothing at all, in my viewpoint. And I mean, for me, dealing with post-traumatic stress, dealing with anxiety and depression, I have that all wrapped up into one big bow. So when I promote stuff, most of the time it's all positive. A lot of people just wouldn't know me talking a lot of times. So when I'm doing something like when I'm getting together with some of my friends, and we're putting it out there to the masses, like when we're doing with Predator, it's a bunch of guys having fun, showing the world like, hey, we can get together, even though during the time of social distancing, we can still get together. Even like now, we can get together and have a conversation, or we can play some games and show everyone else, hey, you could do the same. What are you getting out of this? You're getting something positive out of it. You're not getting nothing negative out of it. And at the same time, some ways it's therapeutic, some ways it's not. It's not for everyone. So the bottom line is, it's what moves you. At the end of the day, are you going to put out something positive, or are you going to be one of these cats that want to get clicks by just saying anything that comes out of your butt because of the fact that Last of Us 2 wasn't up to your specs? So you want to cry about it every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, every other hour, you're putting out some content because you want to get clicks. You want to make that money because that's the only income that you have, because obviously you can't go out here in the real world to make money, to earn a job.
See, that's never been our motivation. I mean, even as so far as like Pass the Controller goes, we're not monetized. We said from the beginning, we just don't care about making a dime on this. We don't. Still to this day, I don't care.
Yeah, it's about our love for the gaming world.
We also don't care about likes. It's not like about followers either. If you want to follow us, that's fantastic. We do encourage it, but it's not. We don't live and die by emojis and likes and shares. I mean, it's great if we know that we're doing something right. That will come over time, but we're not going to force it. We're not going to force it. It has to be organic. And the thing is too, like, I mean, if I was to be a streamer, now listen, I mean, this isn't me pulling rank because I'm certainly not a better gamer. I wouldn't profess to say I'm a better gamer than anybody, but I'm probably more experienced than most. I've been playing games for the better part of, I mean, over 4 decades now. So, you know, for me, it's like, I'd love to be able to bring that flavor, but I can't think of a way to extrapolate that feeling and make that into something tangible and something that would be, you know, viable in the wilderness. Like, if I put that out there, would that survive? So I'm still kind of struggling with that a little bit.
You know, there's a viewer for everybody, right? And the point that I want to focus on, the main question is, do you find yourself getting discouraged? I want to say to that person, what is your brand? Have you even taken the time to kind of figure out the reason behind why you want to do it? Are you somebody who wants to do it just because you want that engagement? Are you somebody that wants to do it just for the followers, as you were bringing up to your point, Civic and Smoke? I think it's very important that before you stream, you figure out what is it for you, right? If you're going to go into this, are you doing it because you enjoy it? Well, then if you're doing it because you enjoy it, naturally, people are going to find you. You have to be consistent. And there are going to be those days where, you know, you've had the past couple of days where people were watching, and now the past 3 days, nobody's there. But that character is kind of, what are you doing when nobody's looking? Are you still enjoying the game, or
still
were you
raging.
only right? Or are you still raging, right? So like, because but that's the thing. That's why you have to keep your consistency, right? Because you never know when somebody's going to come across that stream. And if your energy is the same as it is when people are there, then that's going to be more of an attracting point for people. So that's definitely what's important to me. Another thing I noticed is that the people that are going to support you are usually people that you don't know. Like, I found out that a lot of my biggest supporters are people that I've never met, never knew, and then next thing you know, I'm building rapport with these people and they're joining routinely. So I really don't think people should put a label on expecting people to come, because you will get disappointed. That should not be the reason why you're doing it.
I think the biggest thing is that there's 2 types of streamers, and you have to decide what type of streamer you want to be. Like, you have your typical streamer, which is somebody who is just trying to be, you know, it's an outlet for them. They want to stream, they want to play a game, and they want other people to do it. They don't really care about the followers or the likes at that point. They're just trying to have fun, and they want to invite other people into that. So at that point, you really don't care if you're, you know, if you got 2 viewers or 20 viewers. You're doing it because this is what you like to do. If you're going into it as a business and you want to be one of those big streamers, that you need to have a completely different mindset about it, because blowing up as a streamer and making a career as a streamer is not just streaming. That is just the one facet of it. When you're not streaming, you need to be working on other things for your stream, whether that's developing social, whether that's you know, to buying new equipment stuff, or it's making connections, building your community. It's not just a matter of sitting in front of a game every day and streaming Warzone, you know, every single day and thinking that, oh, if I stream for 8 hours a day 7 days a week, I'm gonna blow up. That's not how these big guys do it, you know. And you can't really go by the big guys anymore, because, you know, the big guys out there now, they're either one of 2 things. Either one, they were on the platform when it first started, and so everybody was following them early on, and they just kind of exponentially grew as Twitch exponentially grew. Or you have these guys who were MLG superstars, who are legitimately superstars at games, and people want to watch them. But you know where they were first before they were on Twitch? They were on YouTube, and they were posting their clips out there, and they were getting a following off of Twitch, and they brought it to Twitch. And that's not your everyday person. So for streamers like us, it's really about building a community and doing things outside of Twitch while you're simultaneously streaming. You know, it's about getting on social and developing your community and driving people to your Twitch. It's about putting your clips out there on YouTube. I mean, Twitch is the worst thing in the world for discoverability. but YouTube's pretty great. You know, YouTube recommends videos. You know, if all of a sudden you're going down a stream, everybody knows, probably has done it before. You can sit on YouTube for an hour and find your way down a wormhole where you start off on one video, and the next thing you know, you're looking at some insane video of somebody down south who's shooting cans off of a tractor. Like it's like ridiculous things happen. And it's really about putting the work in, and you really have to decide. And I think what Sensu said, that's the point. It's about deciding why you're doing it. What is your brand? Are you just a casual gamer who's looking to have a good time, or are you walking into this being like, I'm going to be the next ninja, or something like that? And it's two completely different mindsets and two completely ways of going about streaming.
To that point, you also want to, take the time to do the science, research the platform that you're streaming on, understand how the metrics work, understand how the algorithms work, understand how can you best reach out to your audience. Sure, there's a way to promote through ads and stuff, but you want to understand, like, if let's say I'm streaming something like Super Smash Brothers, right? Understand the science behind how is that going to get out to people. When you go to Facebook Gaming and you look at how many viewers are watching per game, do that type of science to understand when you're playing something, probably the reason why you're not getting any viewers is because maybe on Facebook there's only 200 viewers for that particular game, whereas on Twitch it has a following of 23,000. It really varies, but you have to take the time to understand. People will go on Facebook, they will share Twitch and YouTube. Facebook does not promote that unless you're paying for it through sponsoring. So if you go on and you do a random share from another platform, it's not going to get out. But because people don't do the science, they don't research it, they just do it, and it's a waste of time. You have to take the time to figure it out.
Right. That's true. That, you know what, and that's a key right there. I mean, listen, it took me a while to actually learn and kind of figure out like what works, and what's good, what my style is, and what you guys, y'all preaching, and everybody from different platforms, thank you for sharing that wisdom, because again, they feel like it's no point in streaming when it's like, okay, we get a small stuff, but the fact is that it matters, like what Ali said, is what you enjoy. It's if you enjoy it, then yeah, to keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? You're not going to be, like Rico said, like you want to be Ninja or Dr. Disrespect. You know what I mean? Yeah, but look at the factors. You know what I mean? There's so many factors behind that. Listen, you got to be your own person, man. And what this panel right here, and see, that's why I appreciate it. And chat, you pay attention, especially, and get to know these people, because again, this is a panel. This is pretty much real. These people are real. They're not here for maybe clout or whatever. You know what I mean? Or they, it's like they're not trying to be fake with you. You know what I mean? These guys want to pretty much give you content, man. That's for their sake. For just for them to enjoy. You know what I mean? They enjoy themselves as much as you do. And that's what. Again, I don't want to rip off this hashtag, but small streamers matters, man. You know what I mean? Like, really, small streamers matters. Like, seriously, make sure they're more. Again, they're more interactive. You probably get to know more and connect with more through small streamers, man, than you can do with big streamers. And that's what we here for. So. Again, I had a tear in my eye because I'm like, man, the love that you and the wisdom that you guys shared is amazing. I mean, we've gone so much overtime. This is Pass Controller, the overtime bonus edition. I mean, seriously. I just want to. So before we go on, I just want to actually go through, and we probably got. I want to go through one hot topic, man, that is on everybody's mind, and. And of course, we talked so much about positivity, especially with streaming and everything too. Let's get into the negative, which is the Xbox Showcase, man. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. So the Xbox Showcase happened like a week ago.
Oh, sorry.
See,
sorry.
I knew Smoke
were made and not kept.
No, hold on for a minute, Smoke. Now I want to get everybody's opinion, because here's the thing. Xbox did their thing. They had 22 console launch exclusives, 10 world premieres. Is there anything that popped out of the Xbox Showcase that you guys are legit excited for? Come on, there gotta be one person.
Absolutely, yeah. Phantasy Star Online 2, they're overhauling the update for it, and it's going to be through a new engine, and it's going to. But the sad part is my hype part of the damn thing was. My favorite part is a game that's been out 10 years already. It wasn't one of the new titles. That's kind of.
The new Genesis coming out.
What you're talking about?
Phantasy Star Online.
Phantasy Star Online too. Yeah, the new Genesis.
It's on PC now, and they're gonna add it on Steam because people complain about Windows. So the Windows.
Oh, it's been terrible on Steam. I mean, on PC through the Windows Store, it's been an absolute. Yeah, it's been.
Yeah,
I'm excited for the new engine. I'm really excited.
The new engine? Yeah.
The new Genesis.
Oh, the Genesis? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. So hey, nobody gonna talk about the new Halo, man?
Yeah.
I'm excited for it, but that's because I love Halo. So I buy them all, I play them all. Whether or not I'm legitimately excited for it, it's more so of just, I wasn't blown away by it, but I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna play it. So
Yeah, I know it's not a wow factor. The grappling hook, man.
Yeah, man. Halo lost it for me when Bungie let them go. I mean, Bungie took me to Destiny, and I love Destiny, even though Destiny gets a lot of crap from people. But Halo hasn't been the same since Bungie stopped making them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw it back to Smoke. Smoke, you're not excited for anything?
No. The only thing that I would get Xbox for is the backwards compatibility where I can play my 360 games. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm sick and tired of overhype, the promises. My dude comes out every time, and we got all this stuff coming to you. And we got games, and it's just a bunch of crap. PlayStation, they came out, they didn't say anything.
Let's go.
Here's our new trailers. Here's some gameplay. Here's trailers. Here's our new system. Check it out. We got nothing else to say. It speaks for itself. We're seeing the same generic freaking trailers, not really gameplay. And the games that they do have gameplay are mediocre at best. And I'm sitting there like, Snorefest. Really?
Or you could just get them on PC.
Yeah, I think it was only one game, and I can't even, because it made such a bad impact on me. The one game I can't even remember. That's how bad it was. I remember calling you up, and I remember hitting you guys up when the PlayStation presentation came out, and they put out these trailers, and we're like, "Holy crap! Did you see? Did you see that with us during Xbox? No.
Y'all was solid.
Hitting you guys up. I'm sorry, dude is a one of those fake salesmen that will be selling you stuff in the village when he'd be like, "Oh, my elixir, it's a great thing. It's better than the real elixir. Oh, try it." And I'm just sitting there like,
salesman.
Honestly, the only thing I like
just give me
not from the Xbox, but from the PS5, it's probably just the controller. They said the controller is going to be a completely different experience. So the games, I don't know. Every time I see new game trailers, I'm like, okay, what's new with that? Like, I haven't been like this excited for games for a while. Honestly.
Come on, man.
Just give me the Xbox so I can just play my backwards games and I'm good. I'm not Halo. They disappoint. Like you said, Halo. I was a Halo fan for a long time. When Bungie left, I was gone. I just, oh, we got great graphics. Oh wait, and then they got the nerve to get mad because the fans were like, "What's up with the graphics?" Oh, but they had to clap back. Oh, the designers clap back, and I'm like, really? You designers need to be humble as hell and say, we're still working on the game. It's a work in progress. Instead of overhyping like they always do, like Xbox always does, they overhype the masses instead of just saying, hey, we got good. And every Xbox presentation, they always do this racing car stuff. And I'm like, really? It's so good.
Yo, they started that with Project Gotham back in the day, and they haven't stopped.
Every presentation, they do a Froza, whatever you call it, racing. And I'm like, they do this every time, and they always hit you. I told you guys a long time ago, when I got the 360, and I was like, that's the last time they got me. And I got the Xbox One, and I just kind of like, you know what? They got me again. Nobody's talking about Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 was supposed to be the be-all and end-all. Oh, we got Terry Crews, and we got this, and we got that. What happened? You didn't hear it. Within a week. Come on now. Come now.
It's the chum bucket.
I think if you've been paying attention to Microsoft over the last two console generations, and especially going into this one, I think it's plausible at this point to at least presume that their end game here is to wean people off of consoles.
Yeah, they're talking about power and stuff like that. You might as well just go to PC, like everything that there's specs and everything.
I think that's the move. I mean, they're Xbox Gold PC and the Xbox Experience PC, and they're doing everything's kind of like crossing up between that and PC. They're talking about cross-play to PC. you know, and then an all digital console comes out. It's like, all right, well, why am I buying a console?
Right.
Believe me, like
not the same.
I love consoles. You know, I love PCs for what they do, but I mean, it really seems to me like they're kind of like taking steps towards saying, hey, why don't we just like do everything together? Why don't we, you know, it's
you drop the hammer on that, because again, you know, it's like everything when I was looking at that showcase, and then they say world premiere and Xbox Game Studio, I'm like, well, here's the thing. Is it on Game Pass? Because I don't need to get a console then, man. I got me and Rob got Xbox Game Pass on PC.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't need it. I don't need a console then.
They eliminated the need for a console. I'm thinking that in the future, their business model is going to be providing gaming PCs at an affordable price compared to what you would need to build one.
Just at that point, I don't know why they haven't done it by now. That's a great idea.
Yeah, exactly, man. So
well, you can't fight with Sony. Sony is, you know, I mean, they're a hardware manufacturer as well as a software house. You can't fight Nintendo because like a lot of their tech is anchored in proprietary interfaces, like such as like their little Joy-Cons and the frickin'
you know,
well, Nintendo has always been serving its own community, you know, its own demographic for years.
Yeah, a PC is not going to go toe to toe with those other things in a way that like Xbox, who essentially was always predicated upon that architecture, is going to pose a threat to. So, you know, for me, I think it's just, you know, Nintendo, like you say, they're phasing, not Nintendo, Microsoft, they're just phasing themselves out of the console realm. It just seems that way. I don't know that they're really serious about this next generation. I think a lot of the stuff they're doing is basically packaging this to get people excited for like the next generation when consoles kind of like, you know, fringe on disappearance.
Exactly. So
I think they got slapped so bad with the Xbox One that they rethought their business model. I think that's what it came down to.
That's the thing. So it sucks though, but you know, we at Pass Controller, I think we gave them like a C- or something like that, man. It was kind of.
I was generous.
Now we were being nice, and we were being nice.
Yeah, it was a little bit dry, but you know, like I said, if you're an Xbox junkie fan, you know what I mean. At least you got some to look forward to, I guess, you know what I mean. But yeah, check out the Xbox Game Showcase if you haven't, man. It's on YouTube. It's
why are you telling them that?
I'm shaking my head like, no, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Mark, now that's being toxic.
Let Phil Spencer ease your mind. Anyway,
so I take it Smoke doesn't like Tim Cook at all.
Right, basically.
So I'm sorry, man, but he just, it's something about him. It's something that's like, you know, he first got me the first time out, and I'm like, okay, I trusted his word. And then he's like, oh, well, next time we're going to get you. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, no, you're not. I'm like, I put vested in your word, and now this is your, we're going to, and then, because you know what it is also, because he talked smack about PlayStation, and then all of a sudden when PlayStation came back hard, he was like, oh, well, we can all play together. Why do we gotta compete? And I'm like, wait a second, you just talked all that smack about how you're gonna outdo PlayStation. All of a sudden now, you know, PlayStation taking that, and you shook, and all of a sudden now you're like, oh, we can all play together. You know, I'm like, you know what? So, man, whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, Xbox is, I don't know if they're digging themselves another hole or whatever, a bigger hole, but you know, we'll see what happens, man. How he should
and I'm the first one to be honest. I will still buy the system just to play my backwards compatibility.
Okay,
that's the only reason why I'm buying it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm day oneing both.
I'm not gonna dismiss it totally, but
yeah, that's fair. Listen, I'll probably day one it myself. I mean, you're talking to a man that bought Google, so Google Stadia. So you know.
Oh yeah, Stadia.
You know, I'll day one anything. Yeah, I'll day one anything that's stupid. So
I just want a new Dreamcast. That's all I want.
Next got the 3DO. Are you kidding?
Oh my god.
My friend, the Dreamcast 2 may be planning. No, it was actually fake.
Oh my god, yeah, it's fake. I wish it was real, man. But so that was the major topic that we were talking about, man. We can get to other topics, man, but this show has been so phenomenal, man, so informative, especially for streaming. But before we go, I want to play a game with this wonderful panel real quick. I want to play a game with this wonderful panel. So this game, I want to real quickly talk about this game. This game is inspired by one Damon Hatfield, IGN Game Scoop. If you have not checked out that podcast, definitely check him out, man. Damon Hatfield always does like the E3 coverage and all that too. and his podcast, Game Scoop, is such a fun podcast that I mean, really, there's no way that if you didn't know about it, definitely check them out there too. They have this game called game like Scope, right, where they will zoom in either on like a gameplay screen or a box art and have the people like go ahead and guess the game. You know what I mean? And they'll zoom out minus the points and all of that too. And then basically we'll tally it up at the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Damon Hatfield, and I tweeted Damon too. So Damon, if you're watching, I love you, man. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to play Sweet Zooms. Okay, we're going to play Sweet Zooms, and right now we have all 8 contestants here. And what we do is with each picture, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna say it's either box art or I'm gonna say it's a screenshot, a game screenshot. Okay.
Oh boy.
You get one. You get one. But pretty much one guess per zoom. Okay. One guess per zoom. So you say Mega Man. If it's not wrong, you gotta wait till the zoom comes out a little bit, and you can make another guess. You know what I mean? So we'll do this at the further zoom, right? Like the real zoom in close is going to be 20 points, and then we'll go to 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, and whatsoever. You know what I mean? So we finish the game and we'll get a winner. You know what I mean? So basically, in order for the chat and for the cast not to cheat, we're gonna put a nice little picture of Pikachu. You know what I mean? Looking through an eyeglass, and no, the people can't see it on the panel, but we got, and the chat can't see it. Well, actually, the chat can see it. The chat can see it. So I'm going to basically rev up the picture, and let's get this started. We're going to do our round one. This is going to be funny as crap, man. Here we go. For 20 points, we'll put the picture up, and 20 points, y'all can go ahead and make y'all guess.
Oh.
This is the screen cap of a game. It's not box art. Screen cap. Now y'all not gonna probably get this one, but you can just read out any game that comes to your mind. You might get lucky for 20 points.
Pyro the Dragon.
Nope.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Nope.
Uncharted.
Nope.
No.
Apex.
Nope.
It's a Persia.
Nope.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it Final Fantasy?
Nope.
Uncharted.
Nope. Allie, what you say?
I said Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Nope. All right, we're going down to 10 points. And here we go.
I did nothing. I did nothing.
Hey, listen, I know. That's what the game is. It just goes down 10 points.
Is it Aladdin?
Nope.
Not Overwatch?
I was thinking Overwatch.
It is Overwatch. That is.
No,
Overwatch.
I should have just said it.
That is 10 points. 10 points, man, for my man.
Nice.
I never played that, so that's why.
Yeah, I never played Overwatch either, but I saw the Egyptian, and like I thought of what's the character? I don't know all the characters, but she has the Egyptian like eye makeup and stuff like that.
Got you.
I forget her name.
So here we go. Now I'm gonna get the chat involved too, because I didn't show the chat the what you call the picture. So we're gonna get the chat involved as well too. So here is box art. I'm going to make sure that I get the chat in too. So chat, instead of seeing Pikachu, they'll be able to see the actual screen. Here we go. Ooh boy, you know what? I'm gonna switch that up. And
I know it.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna see that. All right, so I'm gonna switch that up. Here we go. I'm going to do this. You sing. Boom.
I think we all just saw the full screen.
I can't even.
It must be because I'm not looking at the other stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking at the other stream. I just have.
I just got the zoom up.
Here we
All right,
go.
well then you can't guess.
Right. So I'm going to do this. Here we go. I'm going to put up here.
The link?
I'll pull it up on my phone. The other one.
Here we go. I'm going to put it on main show so people can see it, and share screen so y'all can see it. Here we go. For 20 points.
Metroid.
Mario Galaxy.
Oh, wow, that's.
Star Fox?
Galaga.
Nope.
Donkey Kong Country.
Space Invaders.
No, you don't get one guess.
Oh, that's it. One guess.
One guess per Zoom. One guess per Zoom for 20 points.
One.
I'm saying Star Fox, but like, is that like?
I think everybody guessed. Everybody.
Phalanx.
Nope. All right. I think everybody guessed.
This is a 64 Super Nintendo era. It's gotta be.
So we're gonna go. We're gonna go for 10 points.
Ooh.
Nux.
This is a box art, man. It's box art. 10 points.
Spaceballs, the video game.
No Spaceballs.
Game.
What's that?
Star Trek.
Nope.
Super Star Wars.
Nope.
That's why I said Star Fox 64. He said no.
Axlay.
Nope.
Duck Hunt in space.
Perfect Dark. No.
No. So,
Battletoads?
Oh.
Nope.
No, I'm good.
You know what? I'm gonna give. I hate you. I'm gonna give. Who said Duck Hunt in space?
I did.
What?
Wait, what?
It is Duck Hunt, man.
What?
Oh my god.
It's Duck Hunt. She put out Duck Hunt.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna give it to her.
That's
It's 10 points.
that's
I'm gonna give it to her.
fantastic.
Please nerf.
That's great.
I think she gets 50 points for that.
Wow.
I'm mad. She said Duck Hunt in space. Like really? Duck Hunt in space, man. So all right, here we go. So everybody get the hang of it. Here is a screen grab for 20 points. Make sure the chat can see it. Yep, chat can see it. So chat got a good view of it. And now for the people in the panel for 20 points.
Zelda 64.
Mario
Whoa.
64.
Oh.
Come
It's Mario.
Jersey,
Gotta be
it is Mario 64. Yes, it is.
gonna
I
say
thought it
that's
was
Mario.
20 points,
Yeah.
man.
Do I get
Yep.
second place or something?
It is Mario 64. Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, nice off the back. Okay, I see.
And then the wall.
I see. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You can kind of differentiate from like the, from the color tones and all that too. So let's go back and put everybody on a new screen. We'll Pikachu real quick. Let's go to this picture. This should be good right here. And I'm gonna do this. Here we go. I'm gonna let the chat see it. Chat can see that. All right. And now let the panel see it. And panel for 20 good points. Here is your picture.
Halo 1. Yeah. Combat Evolved.
Who put that out there?
Thomas did.
Ah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is Halo Combat Evolved, man.
I
Yep.
would have never guessed.
Yep. Since with 20 points, dude. Hey, listen, y'all doing pretty good with that. I should.
Wow.
My chat saying these are easy. I'm like,
I should have done harder pictures, but y'all was getting it. Okay. All right. We'll see how the chat can get it, and we'll put everybody back on Pikachu real quick. You know what I mean? All right. Here is. We're gonna do the next screen grab. Hey, it's gonna be good. Oh, y'all ain't gonna get this, man. I don't think y'all gonna get this. I don't think y'all gonna get this, man. We'll see what happens. Here we go. I'm gonna let the chat go ahead and see it. Chat sees it. Now I'm gonna see share screen. Here we go. And for 20 points, here's your picture.
Super Smash Brothers? No, F-Zero! It's F-Zero.
Nope. I'm gonna take Super Smash Brothers. Nope.
You said this is a
Mario
screen grab?
Kart. Mario
This is screen
Kart.
grab. This is screen grab. It's not Mario Kart.
Okay.
This is a gameplay capture.
Dude, that's a track, man.
oh, Rocket
Track
League?
and field.
Crash Team Racing.
Jersey with Rocket League. Yes, it is.
Wow.
I would have
Oh,
never known.
nice.
I
Oh,
would have
the,
never
the
known.
track.
Man, Gruffy would have gotten that because he's obsessed. with
He
that.
would have 110%.
I thought it was like something older, but then I saw it was, obviously it was something newer. So
Yeah.
that's-
I'm terrible at racing games and like anything driving related. So I'm a great driver in real life, terrible racer in the game.
I feel you.
You're
All right,
good
so,
where it matters.
so here's another one, and I'm gonna make this really hard as
It's already hard, Nux.
exactly. So let's see. Here comes chat can see it.
No.
Boom, chat can see this. Now we go to the panel. Let's see if the panel can see this. For 20 points, here is your photo.
here?
Fortnite.
Nope.
Bush.
Nope. Nah. So no Owie, no Rico. Nope.
Last of Us 2.
Fable.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like that.
Who said that? Who said Civic? What you say?
Last of Us 2.
Civic for 20 points. It is The Last of Us 2. Yes, it is.
I,
Man. Yeah.
I recognize that bush anywhere.
He said.
We don't get to play these games.
Yeah. Seriously, man. It's y'all actually doing pretty good. I give y'all that, man. Y'all doing pretty good. But we come to the last
one.
Two. The last
Last two. All right.
One is oh boy. One is going to be a box art. One's going to be a box art, and this should be, man.
I'm still stuck on Duck Hunt in space. I'm like, what?
That was amazing.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
You said Duck Hunt though.
That was absolutely amazing.
That was a good.
Yeah.
That was a
So
good
I'm
guess.
gonna show it to the chat. The chat's gonna immediately get this. Okay. So if I know that the chat's gonna immediately get this, I know y'all gonna get it immediately as well too, man. Here is box art for 20 points. Here is your box art.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, Red Dead
Oh,
Redemption.
yeah.
Red Dead
Damn
Redemption
it.
is the first day. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Rob would put it like, yo, I'm getting that. Yeah, let me get that real quick.
It's like I knew one. God damn it.
Wasn't even up for a whole second. It was just Red Dead Redemption.
All right, cool. Here's the last one. So, oh man, I wish I could play all day with this man. So here's the last one. So we're gonna do this. All right, okay. So the chat is going to see this. Chat's going to see the preview. Okay, there you go, chat. For the panel, for 20 points, here is your final picture.
Fortnite. I mean,
Minecraft.
I'm gonna give it to Rico because Sensu said Fortnite first. Rico gets the Minecraft. Man.
I got one. I saw the fence. I got super excited.
Yeah, right. That is Minecraft. That is the game. So the final score.
Damn.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it like this, man. Smoke got 10, Civic got 20, Sensu got 20, Rico with 20, Rob with 20, Nikki with 10. Aoi couldn't get any pictures, man. And the winner is Jersey.
What? Nice.
Jersey with being the winner of Sweet Zooms with 40 points, man. Good.
Damn.
Congrats, yo. Congrats.
GG.
Oh my God, we would have been tied if I didn't say.
So now we come to the end of the show where I want you all guys to really plug in everything. I'm talking about your Twitch links, your Facebook links, your YouTube. I don't care. Plug in everything that you possibly can so that people can follow. Aoi, where can people find you at?
Usually on Twitch, I have a Facebook channel, Discord, and Instagram.
Mm-hmm. And mostly the Aoi Sonic too, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. Excellent, man. Gamer Girl, how about you? Where can people find you at?
I'm not really active on Twitter, but I do have Twitter. It's usually like when I go live. Twitter, Instagram, all my socials are the Gamer Girl 93.
Excellent. So follow Gamer Girl 93. Nikki, where can people find you at, Nikki?
Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, everything's Nikki Loba. Probably without the space though.
Without the space, it's just straight Nikki Loba. That's it.
Yep.
Nikki Loba.
They said Nickelodeon.
So yeah, definitely follow her at Nikki Loba, man. Awesome person. Rico, where can people find you at?
You can find me everywhere at Ricochet Stream, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, etc. But also you can find me at www.wearehazard.com. That's the website if you're interested in, if you're a small streamer and you're interested in getting some support and learning a little bit about more of the streaming business and getting started. Come on over, come chat with me, or hit me up on any of those, and I'll talk to you personally. We're so small right now that I will talk to everybody individually and personally at this point.
Yeah, facts. I feel you. That's awesome, man. Like I said, don't be scared to hit up Rico, man. If you definitely want to jump in, man, love your streams up, man. Rico is a person, and Chris too. Like I said, I'm sorry Chris couldn't get on, but Chris is also a fun guy too, man.
Yep.
Definitely check out We Are Hazard, man. Senzu, where can people find you?
Hey man, my handle is the same on every single platform. Planet Senzu, no space. But you can find me mainly on Facebook.com/Planet Senzu. But everything is the same. PSN is Planet Senzu. Xbox is Planet Senzu. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, it's all the same. Planet Senzu.
All Planet Senzu. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And Rob, where can people find you at, man?
So on Instagram, it's actually the little handle that I have written on my little window here at Rob Franzese. On YouTube and Facebook, you can find me at The Real Life Peter Griffin. Twitch, just Real Life Peter Griffin. And then you can also find me on Cameo if you're looking to book any shout out videos for birthdays or whatnot. I do those shout out videos.
Absolutely, man. And his joints are funny too. I'll be scrolling through all his Cameo videos, man, and he be having me down each one, man. Seriously, especially the roast ones, man. I'll be cracking up too.
Oh yeah, the roasts.
Oh my god, man. So definitely hit up Rob on Cameo, man, if you want to treat somebody to a nice roast, man. Pretty much. I might tell you to roast Kurt, man, on Head Nerds and Cards. Anyway, that's another time, man, basically.
The limit's only 30 seconds.
Exactly. Well, gamers, man, this comes to a close. We're going to talk about our end game credits too. Make sure that you please share the stream to all your friends in the gaming community so that they won't miss any of this info that we shared today. Don't forget to follow our other outlets, our social media outlets, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Pass Controller. Send us questions at our email address at ptcgamingshow and more ptcgamingshow@gmail.com. More importantly, we have a community that's just for you gamers called PTC Nation. And you can search on Facebook, type in PTC Nation, or scroll down on the main Pass Controller page and click on the link that's located PTC Nation. Remember, PTC Nation, you can share your own gaming news, gaming memes, questions to us to answer our next show. Shout out to the Arabian name. I cannot figure. Once I learn Arabian, I will definitely give you the most respect, man, for giving us that question. Remember, you can also show your gaming polls, videos. You can post that on there. Share your Twitch channels, your Mixer channels, your YouTube channels, your Facebook gaming channels. Post your Xbox gamer tags, your PSN IDs, your Nintendo friend codes, PC Steam names. Remember, PTC Nation is all for you to connect with one another so that we can all pass the control together. And I don't get tired of saying that, Civic. I guess you know me, man. Seriously, I don't get tired of saying that, man. Seriously. So remember, again, let's all connect too, man, because we all small streamers, man. We all love to interact with one another, man. We all love to interact with the chat too. So make sure that you definitely, I'm dead serious. Make sure that you follow each and every one of these streamers right here, man, because these are some good people, good, awesome people. So, I mean, listen, guys, again, thank you so much for joining us, man. Like y'all guys were awesome, man. Seriously, thank you to Rico, to Planet Senzu, to Rob, oh my God, to Aoi, to the Gamer Girl, man, to Nikki Loba. Listen, you know what this is. This is McNuts, along with my boy The Smoke, along with my boy Civic Minded, man. Listen, you know what this is, man. This is Pass Controller. And as always, I like to tell you guys, get well, stay healthy, and get good.
Get good, kid.
Wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
Don't forget a mask.